Galaxie 500, and that comes from the LP This Is Our Music, Hearing Voices. For those of you... Best version of a New Order song I've ever heard. Mind you, I've not heard that many, to be honest, but I do like that, even as we speak, and that's on Sarah 37, Bizarre Love Triangle. And to our second session tonight...
this emotional game. This man is no man unless he doesn't have a beast inside. This man is no man unless he doesn't have a beast inside. Take the gun off the wall, put the lead in my soul. Rip the bones from my skin, lay them out on the floor. The gun off the wall, put the lead in my soul. Rip the bones from my skin, lay them out on the floor. The gun off the wall, lead in my soul. Bones from my skin, lay them out on the floor. The gun off the wall, lead in my soul. Bones from my skin, lay them out on the floor. Lay them out on the floor.
Actually, it sounded quite seasonal, that, what with the bells and everything. That's Inspiral Carpets, of course, Beast Inside, number 50 in your Festive 50. I forgot to mention, too, that this year the Festive 50 was compiled by a friend of mine called John Sentence and the class that he teaches at the school that he works at. But, unfortunately, I forgot to jot down what the school was, or indeed what the class was called. But I'm not going to phone him up at this time of night, because he wouldn't be terrifically pleased, I think. But I will credit them most assuredly in tomorrow night's programme, and next weekend, credit them as often as they like, really. Inspiral Carpets at number 50. And this is at number 45, and this will give pleasure to, amongst others, Sue James.
There's this old woman. She lives down the road. You can often find her kneeling inside of her home. And I'll often ask her, are you looking for a mother load? No. No, my child, this is not my desire. And then she said, I'm digging for fire. 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 There's this old man who has spent so much of his life sleeping and is able to keep awake for the rest of his years. He resides on a beach in the town where I am going to live. And I often ask him, are you looking for the mother love? No. No, my child, this is not my desire. And then he said, I'm digging for fire. 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 Fire, fire. I'm digging for fire. I'm digging for fire. Oh, fire, fire, fire. I'm digging for fire.
Golly, this is exciting. Actually, my preferred track from the LP Bossa Nova, those are the Pixies, Dig for Fire, number 49 in the Festive 50, and this was at 48.
From this start to this year, the me, the you, where are we now? Hooray, the blues are left
Short to the point of abruptness, those are the Pixies, and that's number 48 in the Festive 50. Allison, of course, another track from the LP Bossa Nova. This year, it was my intention during these programmes to broadcast some of my favourite tracks as well. I mean, this is self-indulgent, but then, it's a kind of season of the year for self-indulgence, I suppose. So I sat down to try and work out, as people who send in their Festive 50 entries have to do, what my Festive 50 entries would have been. And this is absolutely true. I got it down to 160 tracks, and this was having excluded 20 LPs, because I thought, well, I can't put all of, Extricate or the Babes in Toyland or the Mav Castorel LP in there or something, so I'll kind of eliminate them from consideration and just do other tracks, tracks from sessions or singles or from other LPs that weren't wholly good. And as I say, I got it down to about 160, and I thought, well, I'll broadcast some of these instead. But then by the time I'd got all of the sessions sorted out and the Festive 50, plainly there was no time to do any of this. But if I had put together some kind of a Festive 20, this would have been in it. That's The Farm, of course, number 47 in the Festive 50 on their own produce record label with Groovy Train. And as I to see this get into the Festive 50, again, it would have been in mine, I think. Nothing special.
His body down the fast stairs. She denied it all, said he was really nothing special to her. She rid herself of the cause of her pain. She rid herself of the cause of her pain.
Actually, this sounds like a crummy pressing as well, and I don't think it is. It played all right at home anyway a couple of days ago. Perhaps we're staring the spectre of stylus wear in the face. That's Bastro on Clawfist Records with a My Dad Is Dead song called Nothing Special, and that's at number 45 in the Festive 50.
the devil knows it too. God knows it's true, but I think that the devil knows it too. Singing with a different band, playing with a different hand. Somebody broke into my house and stole the words out of my mouth. Baby said I gotta go and sang the feelings in a song, but it don't mean a thing to you. And now she says there's nothing new. God knows it's true. I think that the devil knows it too. God knows it's true. I think that the devil knows it too.
Teenage Fan Club in the Festive 50 at number 43 on Paper House Records, and God Knows It's True. This was at number 4. Well, this is at number 42.
Over the past few years, to the traditional sounds of an English summer, the drone of lawnmowers, the smack of leather on willow, has been added a new noise.
What were the skies like when you were young?
They went on forever. We lived in Arizona, and the skies always had little fluffy clouds in them. They were long and clear, and there were lots of stars. They were beautiful, the most beautiful skies, as a matter of fact. The sunsets were purple and red and yellow and on fire, and the clouds would catch the colors everywhere. That's neat, because I used to look at them all the time. You don't see that. the clouds would catch the colors everywhere. That's neat because I used to look at them all the time. You don't see that. They were beautiful, the most beautiful skies, as a matter of fact. Purple and red. Purple and red and yellow and on fire. Red and yellow and on fire, and the clouds would catch the colors of red and yellow and on fire. They were beautiful, the most beautiful skies, as a matter of fact. On fire, the clouds would catch the colors. Purple and red and yellow and on fire, and the clouds would catch the colors everywhere. That's neat because I used to look at them all the time when I was listening. You don't see that. You might still see it in the desert. The sunsets were purple and red and yellow and on fire, and the clouds would catch the colors everywhere.
Layering different sounds.
The sunsets were
It would be like a mini
purple and red and yellow on fire, and the clouds would catch the colors on fire, and that's the clouds would catch the colors everywhere. That's neat because I used to look at them all the time. You don't see that. You might still see it in the desert. Fluffy clouds in the moon. Fluffy clouds in the moon.
Over the points, over the points, over the points, over the points. You'll be too young to remember that, I expect. That's The Orb, and on Big Life, wow, Mr. Modo Records, Little Fluffy Clouds, and that's 40. Sonic Youth from the LP Goo, and that's number 40 in this year's Festive 50. Cool Thing. And the brief and faintly farcical appearance of Chuck D in that, the closest we've come so far anyway to anything that could be described as black music, but perhaps in the Festive 50. Stone me, this was an excellent session, and you'll be able to hear it in its entirety, not tomorrow night, but on Sunday week's programme. The Wedding Present, that's Dalliance, and it's number 39 in this year's Festive 50. And I was enjoying it so much, I have to confess, that I forgot to put on the next track, but I think I can sort it out while I continue to speak to you. That's what an extraordinarily gifted person I am.
We shall not walk in dark.
thoroughly decent on Sub Pop Records at 38 in the Festive 50. That's House from Babes in Toyland. And a card from somebody who signs themselves Clanger, and it says a couple of programmes you might be interested in over the festive period are Monday the 24th of December on Radio 2 between 11pm and 12:05am, Carols from Chapter House. That should be an interesting session. And then on Thursday the 27th of December on ITV, Babes in Toyland at 10:25. Tinkly songs and delightful settings are the highlight of this Disney remake. A quote from, well, I was going to say TV Times, but it sounds a bit deep for them. But anyway, a quote from something, and my thanks to Clanger for sending that in. This is 37. That's Spiritualised at number 37 in the Festive 50, Any Way That You Want Me. And while I was going on, I had a phone call on the fluff line from somebody who goes to Kingsmead School in somewhere that I couldn't hear, actually, but in Somerset anyway. And I was asked to play something for Helen Gamlin, Kathy, what is that? I can't read that. It looks like Smith. It can't be. Perhaps it is. Lizzie Gray and Nicola Sweeting. I'm sure it's not Smith. It doesn't matter anyway. But they're probably not listening. People always write in and say, somebody told me that you played a record for me, but I wasn't listening. I was having fun instead. Great. This is 36.
People
Sundays, that's from the LP Reading, Writing and Arithmetic. Here's where the story ends, number 36 in the Festive 50. And somebody shouted, hold on a second, that comes from 1989, but it says 1990 on the label of the record, so we go by what it says on the label of the record. This is at 35. The Fall at 35 in the Festive 50, telephone thing, and Lindsay Shaw was on the fluff line asking me to say hello to all of her friends from Perivale, London. I'm only doing this, I'm only being nice and kind and cuddly because it's Christmas. In the new year I should go back to being grumpy and bad-tempered and ignoring all of the phone calls. This is at number 34. Shaman, and one of about 95 different mixes of Pro-Gen. That's number 34 in the Festive 50. And Ben phoned up from Berkhamsted in Hertfordshire to remark, amongst other things, that there seemed to be amazingly little rap and African music and reggae in the Festive 50. So far, I said to him, so far. Up until now, the only thing that comes close, really, is Chuck D's contribution to the Sonic Youth record. But who knows what's got to... well, I know what we've got to come, but you don't at the moment. This is the number 33 record.
You can no longer depend on the land in which you were born. You can no longer depend on any
Fatima Mansions, that's number 33 in the Festive 50 on Kitchenware Records, and Blues for Ceausescu. Somebody else who phoned in was complaining about the Festive 50, and as though it was my choice. This is not my choice at all. It is the choice of you, the listener. This is at 32.
Son, I'm 30. I only went with your mother 'cause she's dirty.
Happy Mondays, of course, as though it could possibly be anybody else. That number 32 in your Festive 50, Kinky Afro on Factory Records. And this is the time of the year, as obviously you could not have failed to have noticed, when everybody does like assessments of what's gone on during the year, and I suppose in a sense that's what I'm doing tonight as well. And most of them things which by and large, you can bypass fairly easily. But one thing I enjoyed very much, I think it was last year, it might have been the year before, but I think it was last year, was Adam Sweeting's summary of the year of pop music in The Guardian. And he's not had the opportunity this year to range over such a wide area as he did last year, but nevertheless what he writes is still very good. He's picked 10 LPs not to be missed during the year. I wouldn't have agreed with all of them, but I'll tell you what they are, actually. The Neil Young LP that Andy said was his favourite of the year, Robert Plant, Prince, Sinead O'Connor, Living Colour, Happy Mondays, Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, Charlatans, and the Birds reissue stuff. But of the Pixies Bossa Nova LP, he says this: "Whoa, yeah," says Adam Sweeting. Black Francis and his team rip up the tarmac with fiery guitar raids and slashing but tuneful reworkings of rock's delinquent past. And how does lemur skin affect the sea, demands Francis, amid the air raid riffing of Valoria. An excellent question, and something to take your mind off the deranged old relatives kickboxing over the Bristol cream this Christmas. And that brings us to the number 31 record in the Festive 50.
Hold
That comes, of course, from the LP Bossa Nova, the Pixies, number 31 in the Festive 50, Valoria. And the next one, number 30 in the Festive 50, will come as a bit of a treat for, amongst others, I'm sure, Malcolm Spurt of Cambridge, my pal. If you're listening, Malcolm, I've tried to phone you, but you're never in. 30, as I say, in this year's Festive 50.
Unfortunately, I'm coming from a bad end, and I'm destined for the bad end. But hanging around with you is like blood out of stone. Getting stuff out of use is like blood out of stone. Blood out of stone. Blood out of stone. Your history. You've quit existation. You're green. Raw. Cause hanging around with you is like getting blood out of a stone. And getting stuff out of you is getting blood out of a stone. Blood out of stone. Blood out of stone. Blood out of stone. And if I had any guts, turn those money tables up. You're discorporated, poor. You make me tired to the bone. Cause getting things out of you is like getting blood out of a stone. And hanging around with you is like getting blood out of a stone. Blood out of stone. Your friends have dissolved, and you're yakking on the phone. You're techno, grounded, your blood out of a stone. High up there deranged, but your blood out of stone. Your modern dress to ground, cause your blood out of stone. At least I've got an aim, check. Blood out of stone. Blood out of stone. Blood out of stone. But I'm working to an aim. But your blood out of stone. Getting stuff out of you is like getting blood out of stone.
That's the third fall track in this year's Festive 50. Blood Out of Stone, that's at number 30. The others were, of course, what are they now? Telephone Thing, which was at 35, and Chicago Now at 41. And about half an hour ago, mega engineer Roy came into the studio to explain to me, and he explained it very well, except I didn't understand a word of it, that the transmitters, some transmitters, are going to go off in about 10 seconds' time. And only for a minute, he said, perhaps 2 minutes, but certainly no more than that. So if the radio goes dead now, don't panic. We'll come back and you'll hear the second half of the record that's number 29 in this year's Festive 50.